The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 10. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Okay, first and foremost, I like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rikah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the alchemists that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying, first and foremost to the whole elect and to those that cleave to the body. And through the spirit, man, I just was pretty much contemplating on just understanding what the will of the Lord is. And no man is above or over the will of the Lord, man. All right? That's why it's designated in a book that the will of the Lord is over everything, man. It's even in our Lord's Prayer, okay? So it's cemented in the fact that the Lord is above all and everything is through the Lord, man. You see? And as you can see on the screen here, thy will be done, all right? And with no further ado, I'm going to jump into the precepts and Lord willing to be edifying because knowing the will of the Lord requires accountability, man. All right. And if you come to seek the Lord, all right, or want to know what the Lord consists of, well, his will is what you're basically bound by, man. All right. The will of the Lord bounds men. Okay. So if you're not ready to put your yoke under the will of the Lord, rather to put your neck under the will of the Lord or not, you still fall under the will of the Lord. So, hey, as we got a saying down here, as the brother saying a camp down here, hey, man, you might as well just serve the Lord, man. Because even if you're not serving the Lord, you're serving him, all right? You're still doing according to his will and his way. You see, and that's what it's all about. But I'm going to get this word right here in Matthew 6 and 10, all right, thy will, because the will of the Lord is very important, all right? And the understanding thereof is even that much more greater, okay? Of the basically knowing what the Lord consists and requires of you, man. All right? This is it.
Strong's G 2307. Thelema.
Thelema. It says, what one wishes or has determined shall be done. Which the Lord don't wish on anything, all right? But he has determined everything. He's predetermined everything, all right, prior to his existence. Anything that you see was predetermined of Yahweh, which is who we ignorantly call God, all right, or Allah, or the Most High, all right. His name is Yahweh. It says of the purpose of Yahweh to bless mankind through the Mashiach Yahushua. That's right, man. Of what God wishes to be done by us. Once again, he don't wishes. What God commands to be done by us. And it's about to say that. Commands. Precepts. So the will of the Lord is in his precepts. His commandments. The will, the choice, the inclination, the desire, or the pleasure of Yahweh. Not of man. Not of our own selves, man. All right? It says the purpose, the determination, the specially purpose, the decree, abstractly, volition, or passively inclination, desire, pleasure, will. Let's see what this word volitions mean right here, right? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, the faculty or power of using one's will. Where the Lord wills, will is already set and basically it's set with the destination where it's going to reach and everything that it's going to get to, man. Basically, listen, you can't break the Lord's will, okay? You can't upside it. You can't, go around it, all right? You can't outwit it, okay? Because you're already in it. You're already of the will of the Lord. These words that I'm coming with out was already in his will for me to say on this day. All right. Likewise, with any other actions or movements you do, okay, your whole day tomorrow is planned out and set out. All right. The Lord gonna seal your mind for tomorrow. All right. There's nowhere around the hand of our power, man. Okay. So once again, just Get with the program, man. All right, this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 17. And understanding what the will of the Lord is. All right. You know, one would say, okay, well, that's milk. All right. But then again, that milk is the foundation of everything, man. So milk begins to be what? Milk begins to be as important and essential than anything, man. All right? Because if you don't have the milk, there's no way to get to the meat. There's a process of things, all right? So the milk is as essential than anything, man. Okay? This is Ephesians 5 and 17. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh is, man. All right? Because there's a lot of men that's unwise. Okay? They seek the things of their own mind. They go in the ways of their own heart. Okay? Which the Lord even put those thoughts in their hearts for them to err off. All right? Or for them to believe that there's a flat earth. All right? Or to believe there's a Big Bang theory. Okay? All these things are done through the Lord that maybe they don't enter into the rest of the Lord, which is what his word. Okay? The Lord have placed stumbling blocks in front of people throughout his will to make sure they don't understand his will. But the ones that be ye not unwise are those who are slated to get the understanding, man. You see? It says, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, man. All right? Don't be drunk with wine. All right? Those wines, the wines of the world are different philosophies or the ways of the world of Muslim, all right? Pan-African, all right? All these other ways that's contrary to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, to his doing, man. Okay? Bring a free walker, free spirit person, man. All right? Believing in a queen of heaven, all right? Or the ancient Greek gods and holidays. All this is you're drunk with wine, man. Where it's excess, man. You see? But you got to be filled with the Spirit. Because the Spirit knoweth all things, man. Have an unction to know all things. And you will be able to understand what the will of the Lord is, man. Believe it or not, 2/3 of our people in the rest of the world don't know what the will of the Lord is, man. The 144,000 understand the will of the Lord perfectly, man. Because he have what? He have given it to them. All right? It's no longer a secret unto them. You see? It says, I'll jump to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 1. It says, furthermore, then we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by the Mashiach Yahushua, that as ye have received of us, how ye ought to walk and to please God, so ye would abound more and more. Meaning what? You will grow more and more with understanding what the will of the Lord is. The more and more you understand the will of the Lord, the more fear you're going to get. And the more you're going to what? Start to repent and start to what? Make the proper corrections, man. You see? It says, for ye know what commandments we gave you by the Mashiach Yahushua. Now remember, when we went into the word will, what was one of the definitions of it that I read in Matthew 6 and 10? It says that what? Commandments. All right? That's part of the Lord's will. It said, for ye know what commandments we gave you by the Mashiach Yahushua. For this is the will of Yahweh. You see? Even your sanctification, meaning what? The cleansing process, all right, that you must do to become near and dear with the Most High, because in order to come into the will of the Lord, there's a sanctification process, man. There's a baptism process, all right? There's a what? A cleansing or a renewing, or what? A renewing, man, to not to be what? Conformed to the world anymore. It says that ye should abstain from fornication, that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor, man. So that's how you keep yourself, all right, in the will of the Lord, by being sanctified with honor, promoting yourself to righteousness, man. Well, promote Yahweh Bashim Yahushua promoting you to honor, all right, with what? With cleanliness, man. Cleanliness is next to godliness, which is a part of his will too, man. Because we're required to be clean and come and serve the Lord. You know, they got the scripture say, oh, come as you are. Hey, but they never say, they say come as you are and basically stay as you are. All right, just, pray to the Lord and ask him for forgiveness. Now, when you come to the Lord, you got to come with a broken and contrite spirit. Then you got to start to clean yourself and get yourself right, man. It ain't no come as you are. The spirit of the church world says come as you are and stay as you are. But the men of the Lord said when you come in, you got to start to ward off things, man. You see? That's according to the Lord's will, not of man. And we ought to obey God rather than man. That's part of his will. You see? And you have to understand what that means. All right? Because it don't mean, no man, don't trust no man. No, we have teachers and elders, man. You see? But that's another topic for another day. But this is and that's how you possess your vessel. All right? With knowing what the Lord, basically, called to his holiness, man. Because knowing the will of the Lord requires accountability, man. And through accountability, with knowing the will of the Lord, hey, you got to start to get on track, man. All right? The will of the Lord, by default, makes you get on track, man. All right? When you actually are servant of it, man. All right? When you have put your neck under the yoke of it. You see? This is Psalms 40. Like I say, Lord willing, it be edifying, man. This Psalms 40. And I'll start at 8. It says, I delight to do thy will, O my power. Yea, thy law is within my heart. The precepts. All right. You gotta delight to do the will of the Lord, man. All right. This is a perpetual going ministry. All right. And work. All right. That's why you gotta work until you finish your course, man. You see, you gotta work until you either reach your crown or you die in the works. All right. And come back and receive your crown, man. But from that point, you working, man. Okay. This is an ongoing perpetual ministry, man. It says, I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips, O Yahweh, thou knowest. And that's part of the Lord's will. If you're a prophet, you got to preach righteousness in the congregation. All right, day in and day out, man. Exhorting brothers daily, right? Giving the other nations their judgment. Okay, and everything that the ministry requires us to do. It says, I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation, man. All right, so that's accountability that come with once you learn this word and learn what the Lord requires of thee. You see? It ain't no playing around, man. This is not a joke. This is not a game. Okay? This is James 4 and 15. And we all know this one, right? Salaki. Go with me. And it reads, for ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or do that. Because man believe in his own, listen, man heart is a reflection of himself. So man believe that he's controlled by his own will. He have the power to move walls and shake things down. And what I mean by that synonymously, he believed that the way he's walking and the things that he's doing is according to him. His strength is in his own hand. You see? Which, according to the Lord's will, he's allowing that to believe, allowing him to trust in that and put his faith in that he may what? Air off, man. You see how cold the Lord's will is? Everything you see is bound by the will of the Lord, man. All right? The Lord even say he's bound by his word, which is in his word makes up his will, man. You see? This Psalms 119, I might have got that scripture prematurely, but hey, through the Spirit, I guess that's when it was needed to come out. This Psalms 119 and 27. This how you know every man is guided or their steps are ordered. This Psalms 119 and 119 and 27. It says, make me to understand the way of thy precepts. So the men of the Lord, hey, they're being made to do the will of the Lord, man. The Lord is making them do their will. The Lord is making me do this, man. You see, it ain't no choice or decision you have. One would think that he have a choice or decision in this truth, man. But when you really start to understand this truth and you start to level up and really understand what the ways of the Lord, you will start to know that the Lord makes you do everything, man. Because he sealed your mind. Once your mind is sealed, you can't go around it. You're going to follow your thoughts. That's simple. You see, this is John 7 and 17. It says, if any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether if it be of Yahweh or whether I speak of myself. Because if any man would come to, the wits of this knowledge, all right, and was to look upon us, all right, if they're judging correctly and honor, they will see that it's the will of Yahweh that's willing out of us, man, that's oozing off us, not our own will. Because, it's times where a brother be filled with the Spirit. That's why I say, but be filled with the Spirit. A brother be filled with the Spirit and uttering things that he didn't even know he uttered, man. But it be all in righteousness. And it be on point. it be parallel with the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's how you know the Lord will. Because righteousness is parallel with it, man. All right? The Lord judgment rains down righteousness, man. That's part of his will. Let me get that, man. I ain't hear that. Salaki. Oh yeah, it's Amos 5. One of my favorites. Salaki. I'm trying to think of where it was. Yeah, this Amos 5 and 24. But let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. Because in the Lord's will is the Lord's judgments, man. It's his commandments and precepts. Within his commandments and precepts is the judgments of the Lord, man. Everything is done through the hand and the mighty power of the Lord. And there's no way around it, man. We are bound to the judgments of the Lord. All right? Which is within his will. Matter of fact, this is Proverbs 16 and 33. And I'm going to get another translation in that to furthermore prove that, man. All right? This is Proverbs 16, and I read it. 33. It says, the lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Now I'm going to grab this and let's do a Bible translation. I'm going to go to the NLT, right? The New Living Translation. It says, we may throw the dice, but Yahweh, that's in all caps, determines how they fall, man. All right? So whatever those dice land on, the Lord put the number there, man. All right? And whatever the number land on, that's the lot. That's the judgment. All right? So that's where you fall in and what you fall under, man. So it's important to know that thy will be done. And thy will is the will of Yahweh, man. All right? And it's ought to be what? It's ought to be spoken, you got to be authoritative, man. When you let Jake know that the Lord will is being done out here. It's not of our own, man. This is Proverbs. Okay? But at the end of the day, man, Jacob believe he doing whatever he want, whatever he believe, but this is all coming of the Lord. This Proverbs 14 and 8. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way. So the wise men, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So the wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way. To understand what the will of the Lord has basically what? Been have projected unto you, man. And to follow thereby. If you follow the will of the Lord and his commandments and his precepts, there's no way to go wrong. All right? There's no way you can err in the error of your life, man. You see? There's no way to err off, man. This is Jeremiah 7:25. I'm gonna read I'm gonna start at 23. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. Because even when if you don't walk in the way that the Lord commanded you, even if you go out the way, the Lord will have you going out your way. It says, but they hearken not, nor incline their ear, rebellion, but walked in the counsels and the imagination of their evil heart, which an evil heart is given unto a man. You see? The abundance of the heart, as a man thinketh, so is he. So the Lord will give you over to your own thoughts, man. All right? For your ruins. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walked in the counsel and imagination of their evil heart, and went backwards and not forward. The will of the Lord is always going forward, man. All right? It's never going backwards. Okay? But the will of the Lord have that, which backwards, you can, relate that to the past and have all that in it. All right? Whether you go into Egypt with that being split, the waters and all that, that's the backwards. That was in the will of the Lord as well. But it's always constantly what? Moving forward, man. All right, to the next what? To the next thing, man. You see? The will of the Lord is a flowing river, man. It's always flowing. You see? It says, since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt, unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up and sending them and showing you what the will of the Lord is, man. That's what I got this precept for. That the prophets have the will of the Lord at their mouth, man. Okay? And the Lord is filling their mouth that to know what to speak and how to speak it in due season, man. Okay? This is leave I covered everything. Yeah, this is Colossians 1:9, and I'll get out of here with this, man. Maybe if you don't understand what the will of the Lord is, all right, well, you gonna know now, because you undid, not understanding what the will of the Lord is. You understanding that's like understanding what the will of the Lord is in a way. One will say, I'm symbolically speaking, that you're not to understand what the will of the Lord is right there. That's still doing the Lord's will, man. So, like you say, no matter what, even the Lord bound himself to his own will. Lord willing, I get that. I keep paraphrasing it. But this is Colossians 1:9. And it reads, for this cause, also since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you, and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will, man. So we're praying that the elect be filled with the knowledge of his will, because they're going to be filled with it regardless. But we still pray for for shorter days, that they may understand it soon, and that destruction may come, that we may enjoy the fruits of the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, when righteousness is raining down daily. Okay. me try to find it. I think it says word goeth before his name. No. Yeah, man. But it says my word goeth before my name. I paraphrase that, but which is what? The word consists of the Lord's will, which are the commandments and precepts. So Lord willing, it was edifying. Until the next time, I'm gonna say shalom.